If you keep moving like somebody who's barely getting by, you're gonna keep living like somebody who's barely getting by. Do not agree with your circumstance. I don't care if the fact says you have $0. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Yet so many people, probably you, out here waiting for the right time, the right moment. Like life comes with an extension. This is not something that you can just delay. You're either going to change it or you're not. And that's what I mean by if nothing changes, nothing changes. So we about to figure that out right now because you're gonna get it together, okay? And I'm gonna help you get it all the way together. We've really been conditioned to think that living below our means is the way to go, and I hate that for us. Why are we living below our means? Why are we penny pinching? Why is everything always, you gotta hold it tight like it's never coming back? That is not true. The goal is not just to survive, it's to live. That's a question you should ask yourself right now, actually. Am I living or am I just surviving? Am I enjoying my life or am I just going through the motions? Because that's going to say a lot about where you are right now, and I'm gonna call it your starting position. This is not about to be your final position. We're getting up out of this and we're gonna change it. I'm going to always give you a blueprint and the steps. I'm not just gonna get up here and talk to you about what's wrong. No. You're going to get it together, and the longer you stick around, you're gonna realize that you have everything that you need. You just didn't know how to activate it. Living below your means is keeping you exactly where you are. And when I say this, I am not speaking financially. Have you ever seen a billionaire living below their means? Exactly, because they're focused on expanding and growing. They're not restricting themselves. When you're in survival mode, you're making survival-based decisions. I know this because I've been there. I literally remember sleeping on the floor. I remember sleeping on deflated air mattresses with my child when I was 16, 17 years old. I remember this, and I know through all of it, I was just making decisions based off of surviving. Like, okay, I have to take care of myself. I have to take care of this child. So I knew that I had more for me, but I was just so stuck in that cycle of get it, survive, go shop at Dollar Tree for food, survive, get it, survive. And I feel like that's the cycle that you're probably stuck in right now. Baby, you have to get up out of that, because I'm telling you, if nothing changes, nothing changes, and that's going to be your entire life. Please don't tell me that's what you want, because if that is what you want, I am not the life coach for you. I am not the divine living coach for you, because I'm always going to give you the blueprint and the steps. I'm always going to push you, literally push you into being your best self, because this ain't it. It's not it. And I might be calling you out right now, but if you watch any of my other videos, when God puts something on my heart and it just come out this mouth, baby, it's for you. I didn't plan on saying this. I said in my last video, you know what you're supposed to be doing, you're just not doing it. And I have a strong feeling it's because you are scared, and I'm scared too. My life purpose came to me and I said, oh, you want me to do that? Okay, you know what? I'm ready. Boom, here's a story. I was doing my makeup earlier because I like to do my makeup. I'm gonna get into that in another video. And I'm looking, the presence, okay, the Lord. I felt it all. I felt the energy, and I'm just like, okay, God, this is scary. This is scary. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing it, and I just got another part of my mission, and I was just like, whoa. For a second, I was just like, okay, how? Because I've mentioned before, I'm a planner, so it's just naturally me to just plan stuff out. It makes me feel good. Literally in the same second, I was just like, how God was like, just trust me. This is why I speak about being open and receptive in a certain frequency. Wow. Like I said, I didn't plan on saying that, but you needed to hear it, and I know you did. And please tell me in the comments if you received it. You have to let me know. Everything happens for a reason. So I know I was just talking about expansion and billionaires and why living below your means is stuck. So let me get back into that. What I mean is not financial. It is your consciousness. It is your awareness. It is your presence. It is your entire existence. Why are you living below that? You might not have it figured out right now, but I guarantee you and I promise you it will come to you. You just have to be open and receptive. And that's something that I'm going to be speaking about more in the university. I'm so excited about it. I don't want to hold your hand, but I have a feeling that you need your hand held, and I'm nurturing. I'm a mommy anyway, so that's what I love to do. Oldest of 11. I'm nurturing. I'm going to help you through this. I need you to be open to it. I need you to stick around. I need you to get those habits together. I need you to get that discipline together. And that is what God is saying. turning into a preacher today. Lord, hold on. You need to get out of survival mode. When you're in survival mode, you're making these small decisions, and I'm telling you, it is shrinking you. And if you are not scared, something ain't right. That means you're comfortable. You're supposed to be uncomfortable because growth is uncomfortable. You know how it is. You're getting a little bit, a couple of pounds, you're trying to squeeze into your favorite jeans and you can't. It's uncomfortable. When you're a child and your legs hurt because you're growing, I don't know if I was the only one who had growing pains, still came out short, but that's beside the point. It's uncomfortable. You have to adjust, you have to align, you have to give yourself grace, you have to keep going. I'm gonna use money as an example because, okay, that's something we all need, all right? So it's always a great example. Instead of how can I save money, it's how can I make more money? I don't mean get another job. I mean, turn inwards. You have this nagging feeling. It is literally gnawing at you. You keep putting it off because you're worried about the how and you're scared. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but I want to know who I'm talking to. So please reveal yourself in the comments. And if you're too nervous to, hit me up, okay? I'm gonna leave my Facebook. I'm heavily on Facebook more than Instagram. I'm gonna leave it in the comments and I will be expecting your message. Anyway, you know what you're supposed to be doing. It's picking at you, but you're scared. You don't have the resources. You don't have the ideal circumstance. Do not agree with your circumstance. I don't care if the fact says you have $0. It starts on the inside, okay? It is your awareness. It is your consciousness. It is the frequency that you are vibrating on that will pull the things that you need to you. It's going to pull that partner to you. It's going to pull that money to you. So no, not how can I save money? How can I save $20? How can I do this? What do I need to do? Meditate. I call it prayer meditation. Don't come for me. That's what I call it, okay? Because it works. Prayer meditation. Don't sit there and no. Sit in silence and turn inwards. God gave you everything. All you need to do is thank God for it. You need God to help you reveal it. You need to clear those blocks. That's what we're doing right now. And as I upload more and more, you're going to notice that it's a sequence of things that you need to do. I didn't even know that, but apparently God did. And it's all right because we're going to get you all the way together, honey. You have a strong calling on your life and you're not moving on it. And I hate that for you. I hate that for us, that we're conditioned to settle, to live below our means, to save, to do this, to do wrong. The system is not set up in your favor. It's not. And this is why you need to use your mind. Your mind. And we're not reprogramming it, we're deprogramming it, because you were born whole. You were born with the right consciousness. You were born wealthy, and somewhere along the lines you forgot that. We about to go pick it up. Okay, let's get it. Come on. Instead of how, think about what you need to do. If you see yourself and you know you're supposed to be living a better life, and you live in a freaking corner of an apartment right now with some roommates, or you at your mama house, it don't matter. When you get them coins, invest in putting yourselves in the places that you want to be in. I literally went to go test drive a car I did not have the money for last year. I got in it anyway. I drove it around. I felt it. I put myself in there. I went and I toured apartments that I could not afford in a moment. High rises, because I needed to be there. I needed to feel it. I needed to see it. Put yourself in that place. Put yourself in that time. Go look at that job. Go look at that apartment. Test drive that car. I'm mentioning things that are literally going to cost you $0 right now. Zero physical dollars. But you need to align yourself with those things, because the feeling, and I need you to feel yourself there. I need you to see yourself there. And I need you to write it out. Write it out. Take that trip. Invest in the mentorship. I'm gonna stop right there. When you want something, the how will reveal itself. You want to buy something, the money will appear. I wanted this specific coach. I wanted to do certain things. I wanted to take this program at this college, and I did it. I don't know how I did it. I don't know where the funds came from, but they came. Invest in yourself. You're not spending money. You are circulating money. You are money. But I'm gonna get to that later. I'm not trying to confuse you or overwhelm you, but I'm letting you know that it is possible. All things are possible, and you can do it. Not you can do it, you will do it if you do something, if you make that decision. Because if nothing changes, honey, nothing will change. But you want it to change. So what are you gonna do? Let me tell you where the real shift happens, okay? Are you listening? Good. I need you to listen to this because this is what you're gonna do. I get so excited when I start telling you about the power of your mind and the power of the God in you, because you can literally do anything. It's about believing it and knowing it. Actually, I believe I posted a video about that a few months ago. You gotta believe it. But you can't just believe it. You have to know it. You want to know why? Because you can believe something, but you're not fully invested in it, and then you quit. But when you know there is no other option, okay? I knew I was not supposed to be a regular, stereotypical teenage mother. I knew I was not supposed to be a welfare honey. I knew I was not supposed to be living in the ghetto. It never felt right. So it didn't matter what life threw my way. It didn't matter how many times I fell down. It didn't matter how many times I was in that welfare office. I was just like, this is not it. I know it's not it. You need to expand your mind. When you stop limiting yourself, things will start to change. When you realize that there is literally more than enough, your perspective will start to change. And changing your perspective can literally and will literally change everything for you. You need to also rewrite the story that you're telling yourself. How do you see yourself? What is your self-image? So I have a reset for you, and I don't call it challenges because there is power in the tongue. And if you are on a challenge, you're subconsciously telling yourself that it's going to be hard. This is going to be resistance. It's going to be a challenge. No, baby, we don't do challenges over here. Okay, we do resets. Your first activation is to flip the script. So for the next 24 hours, I want you to be very hyper aware of every single thought that you have. Are you thinking about lack? Are you thinking about not having a money? Are you thinking about not having the means? Are you thinking about not being able to do this? You hear the word, the key word here is not. What are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself that you have to do certain things because that's the only way that you can get it done? Be hyper aware of every single thought you have, and you know I'm about to tell you to write it down. Notice your patterns. What are you constantly telling yourself? Because that has a lot to do with how you see yourself, your self-image. And it has a lot to do with why you do the things that you do. And a lot of the things that you do, I have a strong feeling you don't even know why you're doing it. It's just a habit. It's something that you always did. It's something that you might think you're always going to do, and it's not. Okay? Would you speak to your bestie this way? Because if you won't, don't do it. If you're a mommy like me, would you speak to your child that way? Next thing I want you to do is really observe how it makes you feel. Feeling is very powerful. Actually, I know what I want to talk about in my next video. Manifestation. And it's not the type of manifestation that you might see floating around. It's completely different. So your feeling is important. Pay attention to how you feel and the things that you're saying to yourself and how you're saying it. Does it make you feel empowered? Do you feel limited? Do you feel kind of heavy? I used to beat myself up real bad. When I say I would literally tear me down, and by the time I would be finished going in on myself, I would feel so bad, so drained, so depleted. I would be like, well, I know I'm supposed to be doing this thing, but yeah, right, girl, come on. And it never felt right because it wasn't right. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself. See how it makes you feel. Write it down and report back. This is the real moment that your transformation begins. Because once you realize the script that you've been replaying in your mind, you can rewrite it. Isn't that exciting? You can fix it. Like, you can do it over. You are alive. You can literally change it, and I think you needed that reminder. Honey, this is not how it has to be. You don't have to accept that. You don't have to live below your means. You do not have to settle for less. And you won't. Not as long as I'm in the picture. You won't be doing that because I'm not going to let you. Everything in your life right now is a full-on reflection of your mind. So let that sit. Actually, yeah, sit with that. I want you to sit with that after this. Everything right now is just a reflection of your self-image and your inner story and what you're telling yourself. I want you to think about how good it will feel when your mind is clear. When your mind is focused on the right things, the things that you're supposed to be doing, the things that light you up. Imagine how your external world is going to look. Imagine how your circle is going to look. Imagine how your days are going to look. And don't just imagine it, feel it. That's why I said put yourself in those spaces. Feel it and hold on to that feeling. It works. And remember that you're not stuck. You were just programmed that way. And we are deprogramming right now. If you keep moving like somebody who's barely getting by, you're gonna keep living like somebody who's barely getting by. This is everything that you're gonna learn inside the university. Oh my gosh. Whew. I literally sat there and was like, God, oh yeah, I'm shook. But you know what? I'm doing it. And ready or not, here I come. I'm showing up and I'm walking in my purpose. I'm confident and I trust the God in me and I trust God and I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But it was not comfortable. When I found out that I was supposed to start taking my life coaching certifications and studying the mind and studying history and the fact that I don't watch TV. All I do is study, all I do is read, all I do is learn. And it's been years and the things that I had to go through. And when I found out what it was all for, it was so uncomfortable for me to look the way I look and do what I was called to do. Because I'm not taking out my piercings. I'm not going to stop wearing blue hair. I'm not going to stop doing my nails. I'm not going to stop being the little fashionista that I am and showing up how I am and having the personality that I do. I was like, I'm gonna do this while staying exactly true to who I am. I'm just gonna keep on getting better and better and better. It was not comfortable. I'm comfortable now, but in the beginning I wasn't. You won't be. You have to grow into it. You have to be receptive and open to it, and you can do it. And I will give you the blueprint that took me years and years and years to learn with hard experiences, so that you don't have to go through that, and so that you don't have to have a hard time anymore, and so that you don't have to figure it out the hard way like I did. You're gonna learn how to walk in your purpose. You're not gonna learn how to work for nobody else. You're not gonna learn how to start a business, which is really just you creating a job for yourself. You're going to learn how to build your legacy and your empire, and I cannot wait for you to do this. Until that's open, you can get your mind glow up to get yourself started on your journey. Has a lot of the things that I was just speaking about in it. The exercises way more in depth. The prompts, everything that you need is to invest into yourself. I don't want to hear no excuses. And actually, you know what? I do want to hear those excuses so I can debunk them, every single one of them, because that is just you self-sabotaging yourself, and you are not going to be doing that no more. Let me stop getting on you. I'm excited for you. I love that you're leveling up. I love that you watched it to the end of this video, and if you did, drop a butterfly, the blue butterfly, because my favorite color is blue. Until next time, opulent babe, I will see you in my next video.